Here's the pattern that shows up in act-on reviews from internet and SaaS companies. It's the platform you grow out of, not the one you grow into. The contact-based pricing model that looks reasonable in year one becomes genuinely painful exactly when your growth is working. And in a vertical where the database doubles on a good quarter, that's not a hypothetical, it's a planning problem. In the internet and technology space, act-on's typical user is a marketing team of 1 to 3 people at a software company sitting on an existing Salesforce investment. They came to act-on looking for something less complex than Marketo and less expensive than HubSpot at scale. These are lean teams running outbound campaigns, supporting sales and trying to turn website traffic into pipeline, often without a dedicated marketing ops resource. 3 strengths stand out in this vertical. First, the core automation is genuinely solid. List segmentation, drip sequences, behavioral triggers, and asset hosting all work reliably. For a 2-person marketing team, that depth at that price point is real value. Second, Salesforce integration remains a consistent bright spot. The sync is clean, the data flows to sales without requiring reps to log into a second system, and the daily prospector reporting gives sales teams visibility they actually use. Third, implementation speed. Internet companies move fast, and act-on has a shorter ramp than enterprise platforms. Reviewers from software companies consistently note they were sending campaigns within weeks, not quarters. The problems cluster in 3 areas. First, the interface. Internet and SaaS buyers have high UX standards, they build products themselves, and act-on's design language feels visibly dated. One software company reviewer called the landing page builder's output embarrassing to send to prospects. That's a word choice that matters in a vertical where design credibility is part of your brand. Second, analytics. Internet companies want actionable data. Multiple reviewers flag that click data is available but not particularly useful for decision-making. The platform tells you what happened, not what to do about it. Third, and this is the real structural issue, the contact-based pricing tier model. Growing SaaS businesses accumulate contacts rapidly. The jump between pricing tiers is material, and several reviewers describe being surprised by the cost at scale. One director of marketing described the model as unscalable for a software company in growth mode. 5 things. 1. Model your contact growth. Map where your database will be at 12, 24, and 36 months, and get exact pricing for each tier. The entry price and the growth price are meaningfully different. 2. HubSpot side by side. HubSpot is the most frequently named alternative in this vertical. If your team cares about UX, run a head-to-head evaluation. Act-on wins on some specific Salesforce integration use cases. HubSpot wins broadly on interface and ecosystem. 3. Landing page quality. Request examples from Act-on that match your brand standard. If the template quality doesn't clear your bar, factor in the cost of custom HTML work. 4. Analytics requirements. If you need attribution modeling, multi-touch reporting, or revenue influence data at a granular level, audit Act-on's reporting against your requirements before signing. 5. Support model. Multiple reviewers noted declining support quality, longer wait times, higher staff turnover. Ask specifically about your assigned support tier and escalation path. HubSpot comes up more than any other name in Act-on reviews from internet and tech companies. The conversation is almost always the same. Act-on is less expensive at a given contact volume, but HubSpot has a better interface and a stronger third-party ecosystem. Marketo and Salesforce Marketing Cloud appear as enterprise-tier comparisons. Teams evaluating those are usually asking whether Act-on can punch up, not whether they consider it as an alternative. Eloqua shows up occasionally in the same framing. ActiveCampaign appears at the low end, teams that came up from simpler tools before making a decision about whether Act-on is the right next step. Shortlist Act-on if you're a software company with a genuine Salesforce dependency, a team of 2 or fewer marketers, and a contact database under 50,000. It's a legitimate workhorse for that profile. Skip it if design credibility matters to your brand, if your contact database is growing fast, or if your team has already spent time in HubSpot and found it workable. The core product does what it claims. The fit question is whether that's enough for where your business is going. I'm Thomas Hale, Senior Analyst. See you in the next one.